What's up, everybody? So we tried doing the live stream last night, which is the 1st of October, and the line was just really bad, and there were just so many issues. So I decided I'm just gonna do it again, but this time I'm recording it. Okay, so I've also removed the demo track already, and we're just gonna go through the actual stems that were recorded at JD's place. So it's all started off with a demo, and I'm just gonna show you guys how it all started in that sense. We use MIDI drums for this, and Easy Drummer was the plugin that I bought to make all these drum beats. I got it in 2019, and I was like, okay, I need to learn how to use all this stuff. So all these songs were formed in 2020. So it started with I Don't Give a Damn, and then now we have this track called All Over Again. So yeah, this is such a great plugin. It's easy, it's really intuitive. It's got all the sounds that I like. It's got Sabian cymbals, and it's a DW kit, and you can actually tweak what kind of other kicks. There's a Gretsch, there's a Yamaha as well, and the coolest thing is that there are also presets, and here's an 80s preset. You can hear like the gated reverb and stuff, but for this we just use the basic one. And yeah, that's the cool thing about using Easy Drummer to form everything. And there's also the MIDI patterns, and I've got a bunch here, but yeah, so this one, it started with something really simple like this, so you can kind of like sample it and then just drag and drop. Yeah, so you can drag and drop here, and then you can manipulate them. You can choose like how much of the snare. You can see the dots like appearing more. Yeah, so this is really cool, and I use this mainly as the sound, and that's how the whole song was later on developed. But I also keyed in part by part using MIDI. So it started off with a general loop, and then I manipulated it from there. Alright, so Easy Drummer was the plugin that I used to form all the drums, and in fact I bounced them all later on and sent it to JD. So this is how the drums sound like after it's been mixed and put together. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's cool. It sounds real. There's nothing bad about it, and that's why I like it so much. And I think we're just gonna continue to do it this way. So what I usually do is that I will run the idea with Ian as well, and then we'll just kind of like form the track together. So it started off with that, and then there's the filtered drums as well, which is this section. Yeah, so basically this one is just a drum loop from Easy Drummer. I can show you. And then I put in the 1-knob filter, which is the Waves 1-knob filter. So let's use that as an example. Alright, here let's just use something like this. Yeah, you can hear that it's running through the filter right now. Yeah, so that's the beauty of using this, is you don't have to tweak a lot. It's all just one knob, and literally sounds good. All right, so cool. And then there's the trap drums. Okay, there's more filtered drums. There's more filtered drums here. Yeah. And then we go into a trap beat here. Yeah. So there's just a lot of hi-hats and kicks for the trap drums. So with this one, I use Logic's drummer to do it. And it's so easy to use. It's literally just drag and drop, click and all that. Okay, so this is Logic's drummer. Let me just open it. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Alright, so what I did was yeah, so it sounds good as it is. I'm sure a lot of people will say that it's not that great. But we just wanted the essence of it. So what I did was I created 2 tracks and then I muted it and I just had hi-hats. Yeah. So you can see when I'm moving the XY pad, yeah, it changes. And then I can, increase the fills, increase the amount. Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool thing. And then you can humanize it, you can add like the phrase variation. So it's really cool. And you don't have to like crack your head on what type of hi-hat patterns should be, or the kicks and snares or whatever. So this is really cool, right? So it's the Logic drummer. Okay, I'm gonna mute that right now. And yeah, so that's how the drums were formed. So let's have a listen to that section real quick. Okay, so just a little bit here. So we had like real drums on top of the trap drums, and then it goes into a filter. Yeah. So yeah, that's as far as the drums go. Also, you can see that everything is a little bit more organized now. In the past, in the demo track, everything, the demo session, everything was just all over the place. It was really messy. Also because it was last year and I was still learning, how to properly organize everything and put everything together. And on top of that, the tempo of the demo was at 150 BPM. So this is at 155, just 5 BPMs faster, just to get that drive so it's not so draggy. All right, so I'm gonna close that right now, and then I'm gonna go to the bass. All right, so it started off when I was writing the song, I needed like some chords before I played the guitars and stuff. I just wanted something steady, so I used only the synth bass, and then it was later on in the studio that we went in and then we recorded like real bass over the synth bass as well. All right, so let's listen to that synth bass track and I'll show you what I used. Yeah, so like the earlier portion, they were all like single notes, and then later on, I use 3 octaves: a super low octave, a mid, and then a higher octave. And of course, the velocity was a lot more intense. Obviously, because it's the louder part. Yeah. So yeah, just to create that bit of sound. Yeah, this one went with the kick. Yep. So let me show you what I use. Again, this one I use Logic's synth. Yeah. So I didn't even tweak that much. So let me see here. I have a MIDI keyboard. Yeah, as it is, sounds good already, and I think, yeah. So this kind of like, you know, I just use like real basic stuff just to create that bit of sound, especially, you know, for our new stuff. We just wanted to have like, you know, something a little bit more different. Yeah. Okay, so now let's check out the bass. So in that section, okay, let me just do this. Okay, so there's the bass here. Yeah, so the bass, we use an Ibanez BTB 5-string, and yeah, so we got like an overdrive on it as well. So this is that section. Yeah, so together with the drums, yeah, just to give it that emphasis, you know, that together with the kick, the synth bass and the bass together, I mean, it just sounds monster. I mean, like monstrous and massive. So yeah, so then with the guitars, what we did was, yeah, I wanted to play some lead lines. So I, again, you know, when I did it in the demo, I just played it through Amplitude. Okay, let me just open that for you guys to see. All right, Amplitude, where's that? IK. Okay, I think I need to open. All right, got you. It's here. Yeah, so Amplitude 4. And for the main rhythm parts in the demo, I played it through a Mesa Boogie. Yeah, so you've got like tons of amps, and they sound really cool, and they sound very, very real and tight. So I think I used this preset, I think Get Ready to Rumble, and I was on channel 3, and it was on the modern sound. Yeah, so, you know, I mean, these plugins are great. Amplitude's, I think, free, at least for the chunk of it, and then if you want like packs and stuff, you gotta add on. So yeah, and then but during the recording session in the studio, I actually used an orange amp, which is my Brand Heinz through a 112 cab. So, you know, I did some lead lines, and then I did some rhythm parts as well. Okay, so let's check it out. This is my lead lines that I played, and I put it through a filter in the beginning as well. So again, in the demo, I used the 1-knot filter. Yeah. So then it changes. So this is, of course, you know, done by JD. Yeah, so JD has this, I actually don't remember or don't know what he actually used later on, but I had a pedal. I played through a delay pedal as well. I think it was my Line 6 M5, so I used an analog delay for that. Yeah, so that's how that lick was done. And then I think later on there is a dotted 8 delay lick in the chorus. Yeah. Yeah, so they're kind of like, you know, in like 2 different times as well, which is actually cool. You know, it creates a lot of space. Yeah, so let's see what else is here. Okay, these are all the lead lines. Yeah, then the dotted 8. And then we go to the bridge, where there's this whole tiny little post-rock thing that I do. Yeah, so the tram picking. Yep. So, you know, then again, it goes into the filter, and then it comes back into the chorus, right? Okay, so when we were forming that track, the one knob filter is one of my favorite plugins to use, because it's so easy. I don't have to adjust the EQ and stuff like that. I just turn it on and it's there. All right, cool. So the rhythm guitars, I also played the main rhythm parts. So those were my lead lines, and this is the main rhythm part. These were all played through my Fender Telecaster, single coil in drop C with gauge 12 strings. And yeah, that's and played through the orange. So all recorded at JD's place. Yeah, so there's some human element to it, like it's some parts are played and some parts are not. And I've learned that sometimes you just gotta have that little human touch to it, and JD is a big person on keeping it natural and real, rather than to chop it all up and have it all aligned and super duper consistent. I guess there's beauty in that as well, but there's also beauty in this, having it a little bit more human and more natural sounding. Okay, cool. So that is all my guitar parts, and then there's Thomas's parts. So in the demo, he just recorded it on his amp, from his amp, without any headphones and stuff. It was just a quick demo that we needed, so you could hear the clicks and stuff. But of course with this one you can't, because what he had done later on was I sent a DI to him because we were still on lockdown. He couldn't come to the studio to record, so he recorded everything at home, and he recorded 2 tracks. So one was the amp itself with a mic, and then a DI track as well. So this was what he recorded, and it sounds great. Yeah, so the lead line initially wasn't this. It was just something else, and then it sounds like there's a filter on it as well. Yeah, so we've got this trem lick as well. It's just kind of just going crazy. Yeah, and then there's this lick. It sounds like a tapping lick, but it's such a cool lick. Yep, and then this is the second verse. It's got this lick going on as well. Yeah. And then what's here? Okay, this is the bridge. So on top of the post-rock lick that I'm doing, and then there's the rhythm guitars that I'm doing. Okay, let's have a listen. Yeah. So there's the octave lines are in the rhythm track as well. Yeah, but yeah. So when JD bounced it, he must have accidentally bounced them together, but it's fine, because this is, tracks that we can use live, and we can omit them if we don't need to. So yeah, those are all the guitar tracks, and they were formed, all from home in that sense, because I was writing from home, sending the tracks back to the guys, and then Thomas sent his DI parts, and eventually it was only Sunny and myself that went to the studio to record. So I went in to record vocals, the guitars, and also Sunny recorded the bass. The lockdowns, man. But I mean, because of the way that we've worked together, I think we're just going to continue to do that, just work remotely. It's just so much easier, so much quicker. And let's check out now the vocals. Yeah, I want to show you guys the gang vocals, which is a thing that JD suggested. Hey, why don't you just get people to come in and or sing from wherever they are, and then send the track to you. And this was what happened, right? So shout out to everybody who was involved: Jay Rizwan, John Koo, my brother, and all these other people. Cool stuff. Malinga as well. Yeah, let's check it out.
I do it all over again.
Yeah, so they were all recorded individually. Like Malinga gave me like tons of tracks, and then I sent it back to JD, and then he just comped and put everything together. Yeah, very, very cool. So we've got another gang vocal section here. That's in the bridge.
Never thought we'd ever come to this. Never thought we'd end up quite like this. Never thought we'd ever come to this. Never thought we'd end up quite like this. Never thought we'd ever come
then it gets more intense here.
Never thought we'd end up quite like this. Never thought we'd ever come to this. Never thought we'd end up quite like this.
Yeah, so there's, like a bunch of other people. I think Alvin Chong from Penang, he sent his track. And, if you could hear the super, like, falsetto one, that's him. But yeah, cool. So then we have the main lead lines here. The lead vocal.
I do it all over again.
Yeah, so there's that. And then let's listen to the doubles.
I do it all over again.
Okay, so that gives it space. And what's in the backing vocals?
I do it all over again.
Yeah. And then I think over here, effects, there's like a scream, I think.
I do it all over again.
Yeah. So put all together, it sounds like this.
I do it all over again.
Yeah. So all of it put together, it sounds really cool, and JD, as usual, he does an amazing job. So with the vocals, how I tackled it, I just wanted to have more dynamics and more range in the way I sang and the way, the entire, like, performance would be, instead of just singing straight as, how we used to do before. I just wanted to try the whole R&B thing, like Johnny Craig and Tyler Carter, just trying to expand my vocal capabilities as well. So
It's late at night,
yeah.
I can't sleep, I've been thinking about you. Bed is empty, I don't know what I'd do without you. These thoughts running through my head. So many things were left unsaid. I keep blaming myself.
Yeah, so that part, blaming myself. Yeah, so that's kind of one of those things.
For what we could have been. All the meaningless fights I only wanted to win.
And then there's the low octaves. So in the demo, I use Nectar to do it. So Isotope Nectar, and then I just dropped it, like 12 semitones lower. So it's basically an octave lower. But JD used the Soundtoys Little Altar Boy to do this. It's not as low as I wanted it, but it's cool. Still cool.
It's said and done.
The
I'm
echoes,
left with
yeah.
scars and nowhere to run. I can't deny it. I can't deny it.
Yeah, so there's some of that echo as well. But yeah, I think there's that altar boy part, I think in the second verse maybe.
If I could turn back time, I'd do it all over again. If I could hit
Yeah, so there's the main line. It was quite challenging really, for me to sing like the harmonies because they're already so high. But it's cool. It's cool that I was still able to do it. And of course, with tuning and studio magic, it made it all sound perfect. And when put together in a song with the music, it sounds complete.
rewind, I'd do it all over again. If you could change your mind, we'll give it one more try. Would you do it all over again? Leave the past behind, let's do this one more time. Would you do it all over again.
Yeah, so the second verse, you know, it's not in the backing. There's like the echoes, you know, that I thought sounded really cool, and it all happened in the studio session itself. I thought about it. Hey, you know, I could do this. Yeah, I remember clearly that I did that. So that, you know, this thought went through my head.
Give you everything you wanted, maybe not everything you needed. And I misread the signs.
Yeah, so that
Was
was
that all you?
like the ad lib. It's not in the track here, but that's what I did. If you guys want to listen to the entire song, you know, it's on Spotify.
You and I, why, oh why?
Yeah, so okay, that low octave part is here. Okay, let's see.
They do you right.
Okay, it's here, I think. Yeah, here.
Why, oh why?
Yeah. Let's see if there's anything here. Okay, nothing there. Alright, yeah, so that was done with the Little Altar Boy. Like I said, you know, I would have preferred it if it was lower. But there's a lot of low end going as well. But it's cool. And then there's the doubles.
Why, oh why? Did I do you right? Did I do you wrong?
Yeah, so
Did
I
I
sang
push
like
you
a low
away
part.
with all the things I did? I just wanna make you stay. Didn't mean to let you down. God, it's lonely when you're not around.
Yeah, so there's the panning
I can't
repeats as well.
deny it.
Yeah. So initially, there's supposed to be like a glitch thing going on here. Okay, I'm just gonna put it on and let's see how it sounds like. Okay. So the effect that I use is ill-informed glitch 2. Can't remember what I used. I think it was this, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so it's got like randomizer, distortion, gate, reverse, and all these things, and it makes it sound really, really cool. Okay, let's here. Yeah, so it was supposed to have something like that, but we decided not to do it. Yeah, I actually might have just missed it out, but it's cool. You know, we'll just keep it as is, because overall the track sounds really cool. Okay, let's mute that. So yeah, that's how, you know, the song was you know, all developed, and you know, I thought it'd be cool just to share this with you guys. So if you guys like the track, it is available on all streaming platforms. You know, Spotify especially, it's the easiest to get to, and the music video is gonna be out soon as well. Okay, so we just shot it a week ago. So basically last weekend we shot the music video, and yeah, we're gonna put it out soon. You know, it's in the final stages of editing already. So very, very cool. Look out for it. It might come out, you know, in the next 2 weeks. So yeah. Anyway, big shout out to everybody, you know, who's watching and who's tuned in. You know, yesterday as well, during the failed stream, and big shout out to, you know, the people who were involved. You know, JD, the band guys, everybody who helped with the crowd vocals. And big shout out to Chandana as well for supporting this project. Now we've got an album that we're working on at the moment, also supported by Chandana. So, you know, we're just gonna release like, you know, one track in every other month until the album fully drops. So yeah, cool. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys like the track. Stream it, you know, add it to your playlist, and do all that you need to do. And hopefully we'll be able to see you guys sometime soon at a live show. See you guys.